In this video, we will show you how to replace your blend door actuator on this Jeep Patriot. This will be located inside of your dash. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. To gain access to our blend door actuator, open your glove box. We're going to have to start dislodging the glove box from this area so we can easily gain access in and behind it. To remove the glove box, once it's open, we're going to take hold of along each side of it and we're going to squeeze it in. You're going to find that you have a rubber dampener here. Go ahead and squeeze in and pull down. The next thing we'll pay attention to is right up along this area here. You can see that we have a retaining cable. This makes it so the glove box can only come down so far. We can't actually dislodge that from the glove box door yet. The next thing that we have to do is make our way down to the hinge point, all the way inside here. What you're going to find is you actually have 3 of these points. There's one on the outboard side towards the passenger side here, one in the center of the glove box area, and then one all the way over towards the center of the vehicle on the opposite side of the glove box door. The 2 hinge areas on the outboard sides are a lift-up type hinge, and the one in the center is actually formed in the opposite direction, cupping from underneath rather than up along the top. As for the outboard side, I'm just going to carefully try lifting up on the corner of the glove box. We'll pull it out and away slightly, bring it down so we can dislodge the center, and then lift up on the outer portion on the opposite side. I'm going to start with the inboard side here. I'll show you what it looks like once it's apart. There we are. Just go ahead and turn that so you can have a quick look. Now it's time for the retaining cable. For this, we're going to take hold of the cable end and we're going to slide it up the glove box. You can see where this port is. Once you've slid it, it should slide out of place. We'll just go ahead and give that a quick inspection once we find it. That's what that looks like. Now we can make our way up inside this area. Now we can see our blend door actuator just to the left of the blower motor housing. We'll start with the electrical connector down at the bottom of this. We're going to take hold of that locking tab. We'll pull this out of place. A quick inspection for corrosion and set the wiring aside for now. Now we can start dismounting the blend door actuator. You're going to find that you have 3 8mm headed mounting bolts holding it in place. There's one over here, one on the far side up on the upper corner here, and then just below that down at the bottom. I'm going to start with the 2 forward mounting bolts. They're a little bit more difficult to gain access to. All 3 of these mounting bolts should look the same. You do not need to worry about mixing them up. There's one, let's remove the other 2. Now it's time for our last mounting screw and then we can remove this. There it is, friend. Okay friend, it's time for installation of our brand new blend door actuator. Let's make sure we have it in the proper orientation. We're going to have that electrical connector port facing straight down. Now as we bring this into place, we're going to have to spin it slightly until it properly aligns. Once it aligns with the inboard plastic cog, you should be able to press it in fully, align the mounting bolt ports, start them in, and then snug them up. I'm going to start with the one that's right out in the open here. This is the easiest to gain access to. Now that I've started in that mounting bolt, I'm leaving it loose, but continuing on to my other 2. Once they're all started in, we'll tighten them up. Now it's time for the upper forward mounting bolt. This one's going to be the hardest to gain access to. They're all started in, snug them up. Take hold of the actuator, confirm it's properly secured in place. Continue on with your electrical connector. Line it up, press it in, listen for a click. Double check to make sure that's secure as well. We have the locking tab facing towards that blower motor. There's our click, a light tug. The next thing we need to do before reinstalling our glove box is test the functionality. After confirming it functions properly, go ahead and turn off key power. Now that we've tested the functionality, the next thing we'll do is continue on with our glove box. Pay attention along the hinged area. We have these 3 hooks. Those are going to fit into their corresponding areas. Once we bring this over though, before we reconnect those, we're going to start with the cable that goes into this area of our glove box. We'll just pull that out as far as we can go. Continuing on, you want to try to make sure you install this in the proper orientation. You can see that I have that circular tab, but just right along where my finger is here, you can see a second tab. The second one's much smaller than the larger one there. We'll align this and slide it into place. Once you have that in place, we'll continue on with getting this into position. Start along one side. As you remember, the outward hooks are facing down, the center one faces up. So we're going to start one way, we'll rock it down and under the center, and then make our way up along the top on the next one. That one's in, let's continue on. Second one, I'm lifting up, flexing. Now everything should be able to pivot as necessary. We're going to squeeze in along each side of the glove box and press it up and into the dash. Okay friend, we finished our installation and we've already tested the functionality. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.